Testing, testing. Boy, I'm trying to. Every time I think I'm going to make a smooth transition, something doesn't work. Let me try this again. There we go.
You'll see them come with big claims. You'll see the mob start falling away. See the love grow cold, but don't give up. Never losing your hold. You'll see the fire fall down. You'll see the light. Call the nations to bow, don't you cower. Use your head, there's greater power that the wicked should dread. And one day soon the sky will split in two, roll up just like a scroll. Don't be fooled by the lies and fools choose. Follow the truth of the Lamb on the throne. They'll circle round and squeeze tight. Make sure you're found. Still fighting the fight. Take up your sword and your shield. No, don't ignore the lesson learned in the field. One day soon the sky will split in two. Roll up just like a scroll. Don't be fooled by the lies that fools choose. Follow the truth of the Lamb on the throne. If you watch, then you won't be surprised, no. You'll know he's coming when you see the signs. One day soon the sky will split in two. Roll up just like a scroll. Don't be fooled by the lies that fools choose. Follow the truth of the Lamb on the throne. One day soon the sky will split in two. Roll up just like a scroll. Don't be fooled by the lies that fools choose. Follow the truth of the Lamb on the throne.
Ah, well, I'm sorry it's only me that's live currently, but this is just the way it is these days. I went live, people pop in, but I guess they didn't want to hear the song. So, unfortunately, it's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm just hanging here alone so I can sing a little song, and no one's here to hear it, so it doesn't matter anymore. And my kids are trying to yell at me when I said I was going to be doing a video. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this, so maybe a few people will watch this later, and maybe they won't. But hi, Doc. I'm glad that you're here. You're always a good support. It's just me and you, man. Just me and you. 4 people jumped in, but I thought that by changing the music that they would get excited. But what I'm going to talk about is sound money in a different way. We're going to be learning about cryptocurrency tonight, but most of all, I don't want anyone to take away from this what cryptocurrency is as much as I want them to take away what the dollar is not. And I'm seeing too many people respond to me in such a way that I don't think there's a good understanding of the dollar. And they're going to disagree with me. People are going to disagree with me, but the thing I want to do is get people to really get themselves away from the dollar. And I'm saying this because people will tell me that they get it. They understand that it's a corrupt system. They understand the Federal Reserve, all these things. And yet what I'm not seeing is the true understanding of what the dollar is. So this may seem basic, but this is a paradigm shift for so many people, including myself. And what I want you guys to understand is that the dollar shouldn't matter. You shouldn't care about dollars. You shouldn't want them on a regular basis except for to buy things when you need them. But as far as wanting dollars, we need to move away from the idea that we need to worry about how many dollars something is going to get us. Okay? When we think about buying into gold, silver, or cryptocurrency, or anything that I have to be careful now, guys. I've been told I can't talk about, and I can say the word investment, but I can't tell you to invest in what I'm doing because I'm not a broker. I'm not paid or certified or whatever. So just so you know, this is just an opinion. I'm not advising you on what you have to do. Throwing that out there, that I'm not telling you what to invest in, but I am telling you that whatever you put your dollars into should not be an expectation of how many dollars you're going to get back. Because I understand that people want to get more dollars back because that's what they consider an investment to be, right? If you invest in something, they think that it's going to have a return that's higher than what they put into it. Our current currency that we are forced to use is the dollar. We have to use it, but when you think about it as something you need or want, then you don't think that you've reached or crossed that threshold of this paradigm shift that you need to get to. So this is not to put it, I'm not putting anyone down that's come to me and asked these questions, because these are good questions. What do I do with my gold and silver if the dollar crashes? Well, you don't need to worry about that, because now you actually have money. Gold and silver is money. So you don't need to worry about selling it when there's no dollar. You have the money, the only money that there is. You have gold and silver. At least there was a time that was the only money that there was. Now there is something else. There is something called cryptocurrency, and that can be money for you. Okay? Now remember, money is something you can actually use to purchase things, right? That's backed by something. That's what money is. It's got to be backed by something. True money is something that you can use in a form of exchange that is backed by something like gold or silver, some kind of thing that assures you that that if it's paper that you're passing around, it's backed by something. So for instance, back in the day when people didn't want to wheelbarrow their gold around, they would write out these little promissory notes, right? That I have the gold, but I'm going to just give you this note that if you ever want to come and receive some of that gold for what I'm paying you right now, then there you go. Like go and retrieve the gold when you need it. Otherwise, here's that promissory note. But that note was backed by gold. That's not exactly money, but it's better than the fiat currency that we have today. So there is currency and then there's money. Money is a form of exchange that has value, right? Currency can have value if it's backed by something like gold or silver. So you can have a paper currency that has value if it's backed by gold and silver. As you see in 1971, it stopped being backed by gold and silver when it came to the dollar, because Nixon said you can trust the dollar. Well, really what happened was other countries were realizing that they couldn't trust the dollar and they wanted their gold instead of the dollar. Well, we didn't have enough gold to cover what was the amount of dollars we were printing, so Nixon took us off the gold standard to protect, quote unquote, the dollar. So money is a form of exchange that has value. Currency is something that you can use if it's backed by that value. Fiat currency is backed by nothing. We currently in a fiat currency. You can call it the petrodollar, but really, did you see what oil went down to? It was in the negatives last year. People were paying to have their barrels taken off their hands. They were not selling barrels. They were paying to have their barrels taken off their hands. So what you should be thinking is, I want to get away from the dollar. I don't want to think about how many dollars it's going to earn me. But too many people think that the dollar is what is important. And they think that the dollar is what they have to think about. They want to make sure that if they're putting dollars into something, they're going to get all those dollars and then some back. But what if I'm telling you that you're exchanging your dollars for real money? Something that you can exchange for goods and services that actually has value. And that is where things are different. That is where I want you guys to understand that this crypto can be the same thing. I know that I've I know what I've said in the past, and I'm going to explain why we're always learning together. I've said in the past, I don't trust crypto and I don't want anything to do with it, and here's why I said so. And then I'm going to correct myself on it. And I'm going to admit that I was really wrong, and that's okay. You don't have to believe that I'm right now or that crypto's a good idea. But I'm going to tell you what I said before, and then I'm going to explain why I don't feel that way now. What I said before about crypto is I didn't trust it because what if the internet goes down? And I talked about all the energy it used. And I pointed to China especially because they have three gorges running on all this energy for China's digital currency. I'm not sure I would call it crypto by any means, but it's a digital currency. And those were my only arguments against it. The internet could go down, and I don't hold it. If you don't have it, you don't hold it. Well, part of having crypto is the fact that it is finite and it is blockchain technology, which means it cannot be reversed. Basically, it no one can break in and steal it from me. It's very, very difficult. It's hard to hack. And I used to be like, oh, they can hack it. They can hack it. They can hack it. Of course, they probably could, but it's very hard to hack. And look at what Bitcoin's doing today. It has not been hacked, obviously, or it wouldn't be up to the amount of dollars that it's at. But what crypto is really should be doing, and Mike Maloney has talked about this. He's a gold and silver expert, but he also gets into crypto. What crypto really should be is a currency of value. Nice to see you, Barbara. Thanks for saying hi. So if they can exchange this as a store of value, well, then it's not currency anymore, it's money. And on the blockchain technology, we are able to be protected better because it is your wallet and your wallet alone. And unless you give it to somebody, no one can ever get to that money. Kind of like the blockchain technology I talked about with unstoppable domains. I've talked about unstoppable domains with you guys before. Why was I going to get into a blockchain internet if I didn't want to get into the technology of blockchain currency? Well, I was willing to get into blockchain internet because when they told me that I could build a website on blockchain technology and it could never be taken down, I was like, well, that sounds like I'm over here. That sounds like a great idea, right? So I bought domains on that blockchain technology. But it's the same idea with crypto. Currency. Crypto is not the same thing as cryptocurrency. Crypto is the technology. Crypto is the encrypted way of doing such a thing or decrypt. You can't decrypt it. So if I built my website on unstoppable domains today, and I bought these two domains, Abby Normal and 7K Metals, you never know, they might come to me and want to buy that. I own these forever. And no one can have them. Slightly Stacy, I've seen you here before, and it is a lot about money, but it's people are. I don't know how long that the volume has been gone. Has it been a long time and everybody just left? I don't know what's going on with this speaker, but if anyone is here and wants to tell me the last thing they heard, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. I'm having trouble getting people here live. I'm having trouble getting the chat going, so maybe somebody can give me a how long ago was the last thing I said? Anything? Boy. Well, I don't know what the last thing. 1 minute, that's a long time. 1 minute is a long time to have been not having this work. I was talking about unstoppable domains and why I bought into crypto, or why I'm interested in crypto now. Oh, when I addressed Tracy. Okay, so I was saying, thank you. So I was saying that why did I buy into a crypto blockchain technology for my website if I wasn't willing to look at it for currency? So the reason I am into cryptocurrency now is I can't say that. Okay, so for instance, when people come up to me and they say, there's going to come a day where people will throw their gold into the streets. And I say, but that's not, that time hasn't happened yet. So we can still use gold and silver to our advantage for purchasing power. Well, I have to say the same thing when it comes to cryptocurrency. If I'm afraid that the internet's going to go down, that hasn't happened yet. So I can currently use cryptocurrency to help myself and purchasing power. And so that's why I finally decided to buy into it. However, it's also more about the people that you know and trust, not just the company. So I know that a lot of you guys trust me. That's why I'm not trying to sell the business. I'm trying to talk about cryptocurrency. I'm only going to tell you which business I'm in because it only makes sense that you would probably trust the coin that I'm going with if you trust me. But what we really want to do is understand why I would even use cryptocurrency at all. And that's because it is another valuable store of money. It actually has value that I can exchange with. And Bitcoin, yes, but not as much because Bitcoin is going crazy right now, as everybody knows. So the reason that I went with this one is because it's more of a stable coin. That they want you to use it as currency. That you're going to be able to exchange it, whether you want to exchange it for dollars or whether you want to exchange it for goods and services as a currency. You don't need to put it into dollars before you buy things. Everything else I need to put it, well, gold and silver is allowed to be used in certain states as tender, but I don't know exactly how well it works. So I don't know if you can just take it to the bank and get the actual value for it or what you have to do, but you do have to exchange gold and silver most places into dollars before you can use them. This crypto is being set up as a currency that you do not have to exchange into dollars before you use it. So you can cash it out as cash or you can keep it and just buy things. I think this will replace Amazon. That was something I was saying earlier to people I was talking to on the phone about it. Like, you could just get out of having to even deal with Amazon. So this is a lifestyle, whatever. You could call it whatever you want, but you can work from home to do this. That's what I do. You guys already know that about me. But these are usable coins. You can use these. Right now, they're valued at 45 cents a coin. If you join this business, again, we're learning about crypto. Any coin you pick, make sure it's a currency so that you can use it as a currency and buy things with it. That's the problem with Bitcoin is you have to have like a PayPal bank account set up, that kind of stuff before you can buy stuff with it. You don't have to do that with this. You can buy things with it. Right now, as a member, I'm paying 20 cents a coin, but I can use it at 45 cents a coin. So that means I have let's see, I think I have 500 crypto coins, but I paid $100 for them. But that's because I paid 20 cents. But they're selling at 45 cents a coin for non-members. So when I buy things, I will buy things at 45 cents a coin, but I only pay 20 cents a coin. I want to compare that to gold and silver. So if I'm in the business of 7K metals and somebody says, "Hey Erin, thanks for signing up for 7K metals," which I am a member of, right? If somebody says, "Thanks for signing up for this," oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see my screen better. They said, "But since you signed up today, you can buy gold today." Oh, I guess it's not going to let me do that. Whatever. You can buy gold today at $1,400 an ounce. Well, gold is selling at $2,000 an ounce. So at $2,000 an ounce, but I could buy it $1,400 today. Well, I would probably do that, right? I'd be like, well, that sounds like a good deal. I'm going to buy $1,400 an ounce today. Then they say you can't sell it for 6 months because we want you to make sure that you are, not going to sell it at $2,000 today. Well, that's what this company is basically doing, is they're saying, okay, we're going to sell it to you today at a lower price, but we're going to hold it for 6 months. You can cash it in 6 months for that higher amount, but you got to wait. You got to wait for a little bit. Okay, no big deal. I'll wait for 6 months. If I can it's just like gold. If I could get gold at $1,400 an ounce right now and sell it for $2,000 in 6 months, I would wait the 6 months. So these I'm buying at 20 cents. In 6 months, they're going to be worth 45 cents a coin. So I more than doubled, like 2.5 times. I doubled 2.5 times my money, my currency. That's currency. But you're thinking about currency now. Let's stop thinking about currency. Let's consider just having the crypto. We don't care about currency, right? Oh, what am I doing here? I'm trying to get this in the window, but it's just not the best. Might need to just change it. Let's just change it to this. So over here. So I want to think about currency, not dollars. And so if I'm thinking about currency, I don't care if I'm getting 2.5 times, right? I don't care if I'm getting 4 times. What I care about is that I have a currency, I'm sorry, that I have a money now because it's a store of value. And so, anyway, if you do want to work it as a business, you can earn income anytime, online, anywhere, offline, locally or globally. That's how I that's how I do this with gold and silver. So that's part of it. So this is called IMC. It's a blockchain crypto, which provides financial freedom in global everyday usage, like I just mentioned. And it's also based in the state of Wyoming. I think this is the most important part. It is not in China. The state of Wyoming, which is the most crypto-friendly state in the United States of America, is where this IMC coin is based out of. iMoney cryptocurrency. It is a blockchain crypto from Wyoming. So that's important to me, should be important to anybody else, right? It's in the U.S., not just in the U.S., it's right one state south of me. So I kind of joke because gold and silver is one state over in Idaho. And everybody says, well, what if the internet goes down and you have your money in the Sound Money wallet? Well, let me show you the Sound Money wallet, right? If I have my money in the Sound Money wallet, they have the gold and silver in a vault there. I say, well, I can go to Idaho and I can go get it because I've seen the vault. I know where it is. Now, this company that's in Wyoming, I'm not sure I could just go there and say, give me my cryptocurrency, but if the internet went down. But they are nearby, and so that's something to think about. For me, they're not in China, and most of them are, or Japan or whatever. So you do get a debit card with it. Same with 7K Metals, you get a debit card. The nice thing about 7K Metals is the debit card is not chipped. I'm just going to make sure my sound is working. Yes, the debit card is not chipped. This one works with Bank of America. You do not have to use the debit card to cash out. I'm sure like you can set up your bank, things like that. But this is important for people in other countries. So if you're interested in getting in the business of crypto and you want to tell other people about it and they're in another country, that's the difference between like there's pros and cons to my gold and silver business. My gold and silver business is only in so many countries. We're going to be in Mexico according to Doc, which is great, but we're in the UK, we're in the United States, we're in Canada, Singapore, and Australia. I don't. So this is the best of both worlds. I can say, well, yeah, we're only in this many states with gold and silver, so otherwise you'd have to vault it. But right now, we can do cryptocurrency anywhere in the world. So if you want, you can get a bank card. So I guess, as I understand it, people in other countries don't have as easy of a time getting a hold of bank cards and bank accounts. I don't really care about the bank. I've told you guys to leave your bank. This is optional, just like it's optional to have a debit card with 7K Metals. So they have this G point, which is the same as a dollar. This is what's nice, is just like with 7K Metals, when you earn points, it equals a dollar. 1 point equals a dollar. There's no math. You don't have to do 10% or anything like that. Just to show you on mine, I don't have a lot going on yet. Oh, where is it? There it is. But, I've earned $24, which is great. That's the amount of coins I have, is just 500. And I've already got 11 people that either I signed up or signed up with me. Signed up under me, not by me, but by somebody else. I've earned $24. And that's called a G point. Well, it says 24 G points, but that's dollars. So if I want to cash out and say, okay, I want my 24 points as dollars, I can, or I can go shopping with that with multiple companies that are going to be more. Companies are getting in. I don't know okay. What was the last thing you guys heard? Because I wanted to talk to you about this G point. Oh, I get new headphones and it doesn't matter. New headphones, old headphones, it's always a technical problem. So tell me the last thing you heard and I'll start over. Golly gee. This is why okay, so I just realized today I really need, start from the beginning, yeah. I really need 2 monitors, because if I had 2 monitors, you see this is my OBS where I can monitor my volume. If I had 2 monitors, I could move this monitor, this image over to another monitor so that I could visualize whether my audio is working or not. But, that'll be another time. So I don't know where I was, but what I was trying to tell you guys is the G points equals a dollar. There's no math. And these dollars, or not dollars, these points, which I'm trying to stop you guys from thinking about dollars. So stick with me. Let's stop thinking about dollars. These points, you can be used in a store. Where am I? In a store, like better than Amazon, right? So instead of using Amazon, where you're going to go to Amazon and you're going to buy your stuff and have it shipped to you, these hundreds and thousands of stores are going to get in on this, but currently there's a lot of stores, right? You're going to buy your stuff direct with your G points. You don't have to trade it in for dollars. You don't have to do that. This is your currency now. And so instead of using Amazon and giving Bezos all your money, this is what you use, right? So I've got 24 G points. I could cash it out for dollars, but I'd rather use it to just purchase. And that's what they want you to do. And if I'm able to use that to purchase, now it's the currency. I don't care what the dollar amount is. Do not care. So we got to get our minds off the dollar. Okay, I've got so many things open. Okay, so this is what this talks about. 50% discount for more than 300 brands. So they're doing discounts just for being involved with it. And you might be able to have a business that you can get hooked up with this. So if you have businesses that you might want to get hooked up with the G Point market, it'd be a great deal, and you can earn income off of that. So this is saying the same thing. You can change it into currency. Oh, see, I even mess up. Change it into currency, or you can use that to shop and just have it. Now it talks about Amazon out in here. You can use it for Amazon. I'd rather you can use online shopping. There's a franchise member discount. So anyway, right now, like I said, they're selling at 20 cents, and they increase by every 3 million IMC sales. So every time somebody gets involved and buys coins, the value of the coin actually increases. So the more people that get in, the more it will increase. So if you're interested in something that increases but not fast and volatile like Bitcoin, this is what you want to do. This is very simple. You just get involved. You can buy $100 worth up to $25,000 worth. It'll be your currency. So in your money. So stop thinking about the dollar. Well, how am I going to get my $100 back? Well, it's actually going to be worth more than that. But who cares? This is the money that you want to use. So I'm not going to get into all the ways that you make money because I'm new at this, and I'm not sure that I really want you guys to think about this as a business as much as I want you to think about it as I want you to think about it more as money. I want you to think about it as a way to get away from the dollar. And you can earn income through it just by signing other people up the same way I do with 7K metals. It's a binary. It's super easy. I get one person on my left, I get one person on my right, and it's good to go. So the positives that's different from gold and silver business with 7K metals is if I want to earn income, I have to be actively buying certain things to earn my income. Now my income far supersedes what I'm buying. It's probably like 4 times what I pay for things to stay active earning an income, but I have to do that. I either have to sign somebody up, which earns income, or I have to buy something which earns income. Both things are fine for me. Don't mind doing that. But with this company, I don't have to do any of that. I just can sign 2 people up, and I've already got active members that can earn income along with me. So it's a binary, just like 7K metals. But the biggest takeaway I want people to get from this is its currency. People are so stuck on the dollar that they don't know that their argument is always like, well, how am I going to sell this back in the future? Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't sell anything back. This should be your actual mode of exchange. Now, when it comes to gold and silver, while there's still a dollar, you can sell it back and you can increase your purchasing power. You can make this a better deal for you than just dollars, because this is why we have inflation. That's why people are paying so much more for stuff, because it's the dollars that are losing their value, not the gold and silver, right? What you could buy in 1965 with 2,500 ounces of silver would buy you a Mustang. Today would buy you 2 Mustangs. This is a great example of our purchasing power while there's still the dollar. But people say, well, what am I going to do to sell my gold and silver if the dollar crashes? Nothing, because you already have the money. So I know this isn't popular. I know I'm not getting a lot of people interested, and I am sorry about that. I wish I could get more people interested in understanding the gold and silver and the cryptocurrency, and I think we are, and I think we aren't. I think that as far as like videos go, people are kind of like, I don't want to learn about crypto. I don't want to learn about gold and silver. But you guys, you got to. You've got to learn about it because the dollar is not your friend. The dollar isn't going to help you, and you have to get through this paradigm shift of thinking the dollar matters. Well, how many? I don't want to put in. I don't want to buy gold at 29, or sorry, silver at $29 an ounce and have it go down to 18. Why? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because this is gold and silver. This is the only money there is aside from cryptocurrency. And if cryptocurrency can be money, we need to buy it. Not even buy it. It's an exchange. It's a wealth exchange. It's turning your dollars into something you can actually use. And if you understand that your dollars don't matter, you're not going to be mad when you bought in at $29 an ounce and it goes down to 18. I guarantee you that's not going to happen. You're not going to buy in right now at $29 an ounce and have it go down to 18. It's not going to do that. And it's the same for the crypto. Who cares what happens with the value amount if it goes up to 30,000 like Bitcoin or it does not? If you can purchase with it, then who cares? You're purchasing with it. It's getting you away from the dollar. You can get the things that you want. You don't have to be dependent on the government. And geez, oh my gosh, these stimulus money, you guys, everybody's so excited about their $600 even though they complained. I can't tell you how many people are telling me what they're doing with their $600. I never got it the first 1,200. But if I did, probably the best thing I would do would be to send it back to the IRS and say, you can just have this back. That'd probably be the best thing I could do. But the second best thing I could do would be to turn it into a cryptocurrency or gold and silver. Okay? This is, if we can think about the dollar as worthless, which it is, then we're not going to care how many dollars we're going to get in the future. I mean, it's hard not to. I get excited and I say, well, I'm buying it at 20 cents a coin and it's going to be, I can sell it at 45 cents a coin in 6 months. I mean, that's like hard. I want to put more dollars into it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in another $400. I've already put in 100. I'm going to put in another 400 because it's going to turn into something better. It's going to turn into more dollars. However, more importantly, I'm going to put in another $400 because I can use it as currency and money, not fiat currency, but actual store of value. So anyway, I tried to get some people to come on and join us live, but it looks like it's just me, Doc Michael, and Rock, I think. I'm hoping that people please share this, you guys. Try to get people to understand that the dollar is not what they need. And if it's not, maybe you don't need to share this video, but maybe you just need to tell them yourself. Maybe there's a way you can just explain it and say, look, I can explain this better than Erin. She's really boring. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's understandable. Maybe I'm really boring and I don't know what I'm talking about. So, but if you can explain it to people better, that'd be super great to do that, because then we can teach people that we care about them, we love them, we want them to know that we want to protect their dollars. We actually want them to have more dollars in the future, or to actually have money, something with a store of value that we can trade and exchange with. So if this helped you at all, or if it made any sense, I hope you understand I'm no longer going to tell people to stay away from cryptocurrency because of the internet might go down. They need the internet for the digital currency they want to introduce under Biden. So need a desktop to play around with sound money. You don't need a desktop, but it would be nice. I need one. I need another monitor is what I really need. So, but even if I oversold you guys for gold and silver, what matters is that you have the gold and silver. So, yeah, I know, a stupid volume. I kind of think YouTube's lying to me about how many people are live, too. I think they kind of jostle that number to make me feel bad about myself, because I'm like, oh, only 3 people are here, and I feel bad about. I should just hide the the viewer count, and then who cares, right? Just don't pay attention to it. But yes, even if I oversold you and priced you too much for gold and silver, I still didn't actually screw you over in the end because you have gold and silver in your hands. So that's the same with crypto. You could buy so many different coins. This one is, you can actually exchange it for other coins. It's not just this coin. So you can exchange it for other coins. You can exchange it for dollars. But again, the internet's not going to go down because since our socialism, communistic state is coming into power, they need the internet for their digital one world government currency that they're going to be using and forcing on us. And that's another good point. I'm glad I thought of it. Another good point about this, you guys, is that when people are forced to have to figure out some kind of crypto wallet technology because it's going to be forced by the government, they're going to do it to get to their dollars. So if anybody feels like this is too difficult or too hard to understand, well, just wait until you're forced to use it for your own currency to pay your bills. Wait until you're forced to use it to put gas in your car. Well, you're going to learn quick by then. So there's no need to worry about whether this seems difficult or not. It's not difficult, but you have people like me and Doc Michael to help you, and Zen Garcia. That's why he's doing the cryptocurrency information. I will be doing a crypto with him as well, but I'm waiting to decide which one I want to do when I talk to him again on the second Wednesday of this month, which is coming up this very next Wednesday, because he's gotten into the gold and silver business with me, so I want to get into cryptocurrency with him. And if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have finally even crossed over that whatever line or threshold. I probably would have just stuck with the gold and silver. But there are people out there that only want to do cryptocurrency. There are people out there that want to do gold and silver, and there's people that want to do both. So if you're part of both, it's the best of both worlds. So it's not hard to figure out, it's not hard to learn, and it actually can be fun, but it does take a few more steps. Another, pros and cons. If you wanted to sign up with my gold and silver business, it's much easier than signing up with the cryptocurrency business. Actually, signing up is easy. Getting the crypto is another step, but it's not hard. But getting gold and silver is actually more simple. But if you're someone that wants to learn, you're someone that wants to have not all your eggs in one basket, which now I don't want to do that. I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket. Then this is another way to do it, and it's not hard, and I can help you. So I don't know what else I can say about it except for stop thinking about the dollar. Stop thinking you need dollars. And another thing I will mention, a lot of people, and I'm glad that I wasn't the only one with this frustration. They come on to Zen's channel because he's got a big channel, not so much mine, and they complain that this is what we talk about. They complain that we're talking about gold and silver. They complain that we're talking about crypto, and they say, "I just trust the Lord." You get these I'm going to call it what it is. It's self-righteousness. I'm going to just trust the Lord. I'm not going to get into these kinds of things because I don't need to worship mammon or whatever they want to say that this is. This is what they say when I say, great, then if you must not be using the dollar, right? Because the dollar is more demonic than any crypto or gold and silver out there, even if they have a goofy symbol on it. I've seen silver that people don't like because it's either got the queen on it or an owl or something they think is too symbolic of a demonic entity. Understand that. But the dollar has so much symbolism on it, and you guys are using it every day. So getting on a soapbox, please don't tell me that you don't need money because you're trusting the Lord and this is some kind of mammon worship. And yet you're out there using the dollar. Well, I have to because of the government. What are you going to say that about the mark? Are you going to say that about the vaccine? Well, I have to. I have to if I want to keep my job and keep continuing to get my very Illuminati covered dollar. We're all using it. We're all using it. But it's nothing more demonic than the dollar. Nothing. So please don't come on. I know I don't have Zen's people here probably, but don't go on Zen's channel and say that garbage when you're using the dollar, because you know what those people say when I tell them, oh, you're not using your dollars? Send them to me. P.O. Box 30394, Billings, Montana 59107. They laugh and say, oh, I'm not going to send you my dollars. Well, why not? Because you're using them? So if you have to use those and that's your excuse, then please don't complain about cryptocurrency being some kind of mark of the beast thing, because no, it's not changing my DNA, right? It's not the mark of the beast, it's not changing my DNA. It's also not putting me on a social credit score like the government digital currency is going to do. Gold and silver, because I own it and I can buy more things with it, you're already buying things with a dollar. If you're already buying things with a dollar, then it's not different to buy things with gold and silver or to exchange it back to dollars and buy more things. So I really hope that one person hears me about this, that you using the dollar is more of the mark of the beast, more of the beast system, right? More of the beast system than any cryptocurrency or gold and silver. So you don't have to worry about that. And if you are worried, get on your knees and pray, Lord Jesus, what am I supposed to do? And he'll tell you, stop using the dollar. I don't know what he'll tell you. But if you're already using the dollar, you don't need to be afraid of something else. And don't be afraid of losing your dollars unless you get into some Ponzi scheme that you can't trust. But I'm not here to I will not allow you to get into a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid. I am here to only show you the trusted sources and the businesses. And I'm only talking about 2 right now. Might be 3 after I talk with Zen on Wednesday and I get into something else. But for now, these are 2 trusted businesses. I trust where they're going. I know they have my best interest in mind. And my teammates are on board and we're having a good time. So let's have fun with this. Let's not be afraid of it. We'll continue learning about it. If you want to join me in this business, my email is ladyliberty@countermail.com. I will answer your questions even if you don't want to join me in this business. Now, I'm not an expert on cryptocurrency, but what I can do is I can tell you why I chose this particular company and what I think about crypto now. I will answer your questions if you email me. If you have questions about gold and silver, email me. If you want to get started right now because you're like, Erin, I'm sold, get it. I want to do this. I want to get into this crypto. There's a link pinned at the top. And then if you need help from there, you're going to need crypto to buy crypto. So email me. I'll give you my phone number and we'll do it. But I would say that there's really not much more you should have to think about. You should just get rid of your dollars as much as you can. I mean, you got to pay your bills. So don't be wasting money on something you can't afford if you're not paying your bills. Pay the rent, pay for the groceries, pay for the car payment or whatever else it is you got bills for. And then if you have extra dollars left over, then that's when you exchange it into crypto or gold and silver. I don't care which one you choose. I don't care if it's one or both. But do one of them and get yourself out from under the thumb of the biggest Ponzi scheme that we've known in our lifetime, which is the IRS, income tax, and the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve. That is a Ponzi scheme. That is a pyramid scheme. Get out of your W-2, 9-to-5 linear wage job and earn income this way. That is a pyramid scheme. That is a Ponzi scheme. Get out from under that thumb. We can help you. You can do this part-time or full-time. But let us help you. That's what I'm here for. So, okay, I said I didn't have much more to say, but it turns out I did. I'm glad I thought of those things. And this is all you have to do to tell your friends. You say, look, this is important. If you've got extra currency, do it now. Don't wait. It's not going to hurt you because this is money. You're exchanging your fiat currency, which is fake dollars, paper, forced money, not even really money, because money means it's got a store of value that you can exchange for goods and services. The dollar does not have a store of value. Get your friends into it. Don't waste time. Some will, some won't, so what? So if you go to your friends and they're like, yeah, I get it, I'm signing up, I'm doing it, great. If they say no, move on. You've got 100 or more friends you could talk to. Doc has got thousands of friends. Rockman has got thousands of friends. I know so many people. We have a lot, of friends, acquaintances. We've got a lot of acquaintances, thousands of them throughout the world. So there's plenty of people to talk to about this. And pray for my electrical system or whatever's going on with my headphones. And, maybe I'll get another monitor one of these days. Maybe I'll be able to afford all that stuff. But maybe not friends, but acquaintances, but people we care about. And you know what? There's people we haven't reached yet that we love, that we want to help. So let's do it. Let's get out. As I was saying that, I just saw the audio turn off. But let's get out there and make a change for the people we love. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just started playing music. But okay, I've gone on rants. I've talked long enough. I'm probably boring everybody. As I learn about how you earn income, I'll talk more about it, but this is how we learn. We learn together. I'm learning as I go, and I have better people that can present this if you're interested, and I'll send you a link to better presentations. Go on more rants, yeah! Storm the Federal Reserve! Well, for now, I love you guys, and thanks for these 5 or 6 of you that were able to join. I appreciate that, and hopefully we can share this and get more people involved. All right, good night, guys.
Lord, please forgive me for my sins. I know I've done things in my life that you disagree with. I have little faith. I have problems I need help with. Please give me the strength to overcome these issues. Please.
Rather serve in heaven than the brain in hell. I got my destiny, not the bleed for the demons. Time for me to supersede to the real Father who doesn't mind getting bothered. I discovered that my heart was turning black. I gotta get my life on the right track. Turn my back on the past. I don't think it matters. Life of mine was about to shatter. Trying to get my mind together. I committed more than one sin. Felt that God wouldn't listen. Like a collision. Don't have the vision. Still in a mental prison. I'm waiting for the proof that God's Son has destiny led you. Tried to explain, the words came out, sounded the same. In my brain, they seem to be burned by flames. I guess I'm a little insane, I'm the one to blame. Not reading the Bible as a child, yeah, I know it's a shame. My mind yells wrong for right and says religion is a game. People in my life could care less if I get blessed. Wear a crucifix, if I die today there'll be no bliss. Don't care if I exist, ain't got my flames living in the abyss. I know I need help, new friends, new goals, new church. I gotta get out of this trance. I cried for the first time in a long time. I see you coming slowly with the light, feeling good for once, not feeling the fright. Do you understand my hate? Am I too late? Can I proceed through the gold gates? I know I made mistakes, I'm about to awake. Can you relate to my fate? I understand why you wouldn't go to church. I couldn't come in the sins I shouldn't. Now I messed up. Please help from now on. I got my chin up.
I can hear it in the sound of your voice and in your rhythm. But now you know that you must be forgiven. Now you know that you need a new beginning. It ain't about religion, it's the fact we're all sinning. And God can take you and mold you and shape you and form you to the man that your friends will look up to. He'll throw away the pain in the past that controlled you and take you to the foot of the cross to forgive you. I hope someday that you will be a strong Christian man with a new life, living for the master's plan. Old mindsets trying just to understand, on your knees, praying for the Savior's hand. And though it seems like you're alone in the struggle, one lone soldier like the boy in the bubble, pouring out your pain in the microphone of troubles, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. Keep your chin up even when you slip up, even when your past starts to creep up. Chin up, keep your back on the pain, cut the chains of the same old things that led you down the wrong lane. You're on the road to becoming a new creation, born again with a new destination. All the angels in heaven sing in celebration, and I'ma tell you right now, you got my admiration. I hear your story and you really inspire me. I give the glory to the King of Kings entirely. I try to see and explain the peace that God has given me, but fall short. How can I describe eternity? Faith for the faithless, father to the fatherless, hope for the hopeless, a home for the homeless. How can I approach this? Words can't describe this. It's all about finding true meaning and purpose. Father, I pray that you lead my new friend into a place of peace and happiness. Give him faith, God, and show him how much you love him and how important he is. Open the doors that you have prepared for his life and lead him into your will and salvation. Amen.